Countdown control. 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are VR. 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 Troopers 3. Go. Virtual reality. Troopers 3. Go. Virtual reality. Troopers 3. Go. Virtual reality. Troopers 3. Go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We are VR. We are VR. We are VR. We are VR. Troopers 3. Go. Virtual reality. Troopers 3. Go. Virtual reality. Troopers 3. Go. Virtual reality. Troopers 3. Go. We are VR.
Hello, I am a virtual reality supercomputer with a name so long no one can pronounce it. Except me. I am very smart. And lately I've been following the adventures of the amazing VR troopers in their fight against Grimlord, master of the virtual world. Let's tune in to see what the VR troopers are up to now. Kaitlin is working as a reporter for the Underground Voice Daily. Her boss is about to give her a new assignment.
Hey, Kaitlin, I'm glad I ran into you. Remember that story you did last year about a Commander Donaldson?
Sure. He was the greatest military mind in history.
Yeah, the guy that donated his brain to science?
Yeah, that was a weird story.
It's getting weirder by the minute. It seems that somebody stole his brain right out from under the Army's nose.
They stole his brain? Who would do something like that?
Unfortunately, I have a good idea who it might be. I'm picking up some pretty strong sensor readings from the office of that evil industrialist, Carl Zictor. One of Zictor's villainous assistants is delivering a package. It's the stolen brain.
Well done. This is the final piece to the puzzle. We now possess the power to create the perfect battle plan. Now, however, I must take our brainy friend to our virtual world for safekeeping.
Oh no, reality check. I'm sensing a power surge along the reality barrier. Carl Zictor is about to use his energy sphere to transform into Grimlord, the mutant ruler of virtual reality.
Forces of darkness, empower me! Take me back to my virtual reality!
Zictor's face twists into the gruesome image of the evil Grimlord, and in a flash, he appears on his dark dungeon throne in the virtual world, where an army of virtual warriors led by General Ivar are waiting.
Hail, Grimlord, master of the virtual world! At last we have the weapon with which to conquer that other reality! General Ivar, show yourself!
Here's Grimlord, I am here.
You now have the greatest military mind in history!
Thank you.
I meant the brain of Commander Donaldson, you fool!
Oh yes, Master. It will help us create a battle plan to conquer the world.
And destroy the VR troopers at the same time!
I knew Grimlord was up to something. I'd better locate the VR troopers immediately. In Crossworld City, Ryan and JB are playing a game of basketball. Jeb, the talking dog, is acting as referee. Ryan drives to the basket. He shoots. He scores.
Foul. 2 shots.
What? I didn't even touch him.
Watch it. You want a technical? I saw what I saw.
Here comes Kaitlin. Quickly, she fills Ryan and JB in on the mystery of the stolen military brain, and then says,
It's gotta be Grimlord, huh?
What would Grimlord want with a brain?
Hey, don't forget, guys. This brain was the greatest military mind in history. If Grimlord reanimated that brain in virtual reality, he could use it to plot an attack on our world.
Back in the virtual world, Grimlord learns some important news from one of his spies.
Master, the trooper girl has been asking questions. She's getting closer to the truth.
I'll send the troopers a warning. This operation must not be interfered with.
Uh-oh. My sensors are picking up 3 mutants crossing the reality barrier into the real world. I'd better check on Ryan and his friends. Everything looks all right. There aren't any mutant monsters, just 3 new basketball players coming onto the court.
Hey, the court's all yours, guys. We're through.
Oh, serious reality check. Those ball players just transformed into Scuds, Grimlord's mutant soldiers. It looks like Ryan, JB, and Kaitlin are in for a fight.
Let's slam dunk these bucketheads.
Ryan dodges a lightning-fast sidekick. That Scud is fast, but Ryan is faster. Another Scud goes after Kaitlin. She's too good for the Scud, though. She does a backflip, spins in the air, and lands on her feet like a cat. Meanwhile, JB spins away from the 3rd mutant, then leaps into a flying kick. Using teamwork, the 3 teams slam the Scuds into a corner. As soon as the Scuds touch one another, they disintegrate.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, I guess that answers any questions that Grimlord's involved.
Yeah.
This is serious, you guys.
We better get to the lab and tell the professor.
While Ryan and the others head for Professor Hart's laboratory, I'd better check on Grimlord. Get ready to cross over the reality barrier. My sensors are picking up strong readings from a secret laboratory near Grimlord's palace. General Ivar has hooked the stolen brain of Commander Donaldson up to his virtual machinery. Now he's talking with it, and he's got mutiny on his mind.
I'm tired of taking Grimlord's orders. I have a mind to start giving some orders of my own.
Stop talking about it and do it! A true soldier waits for no one! He attacks!
You're right. Give me a battle plan and I will launch the attack personally. I, not Grimlord, will take command of the virtual army.
General Ivar has virtual access to the greatest military mind in the world. I hope the VR troopers are ready for him. Ryan, JB, and Kaitlin reach the secret high-tech laboratory of Professor Hart.
Professor, Grimlord's gotten hold of a brain of a brilliant military leader.
We've got to get that brain back.
The professor understands the consequences and immediately comes up with a plan to track down the missing brain. The professor has obtained some old clothes owned by Colonel Donaldson, the military genius whose brain has been captured. The professor explains.
They'll provide the scent for the sniffographic perceptor.
That must be new.
Yeah, it's new, all right.
Jeb!
Ryan suddenly sees Jeb hiding in the corner wearing a big red glowing device on the end of his nose. It's a sniffographic perceptor. The professor explains.
The perceptor will increase his sense of smell by 1,000%.
The professor plans to use Jeb to track down the missing brain. But first, Jeb must pick up the scent from the old clothes.
Oh, couldn't you have washed them first?
Get a good sniff.
I got it. Get him out of my face.
It's up to Jeb to take it from here.
Borrowing Kaitlin's car, Ryan decides to track down the brain with Jeb, while JB and Kaitlin remain behind to guard against an attack from Grimlord's virtual army. Speaking of the virtual army, I wonder what General Ivar is up to. Let's cross over the reality barrier and find out. In the secret laboratory, General Ivar is receiving a battle plan from the great military brain.
Before you launch the invasion, send a commando unit into the city to freeze all the power lines.
Making the military's computer systems useless. That's brilliant.
General Ivar may be planning an attack of his own, but my sensors tell me that Grimlord knows what's going on.
So General Ivar is plotting a mutiny.
It looks that way. Intelligence informs us he has broken off communications and is preparing his own invasion. Shall we stop him, Master?
No, let him have his fun. Either he'll get lucky and destroy the VR troopers, or they'll destroy him. Either way, I win.
Grimlord can twist anything to suit his evil schemes. I hope Ryan and Jeb can track down that brain in time. I'd better locate them. It looks like Ryan has driven around the whole city, hoping Jeb picks up the scent with the sniffographic perceptor.
Let me out of here. I can smell every French fry you've ever had in this car.
You got a beat on him, boy?
Yeah, follow me.
Ryan eagerly follows Jeb as the dog sniffs his way through the streets of Crossworld City.
Say, looks like we have something here.
But all Jeb finds is every dog's favorite, a fire hydrant.
No, I'm just getting sidetracked. Nice hydrant, though.
Well, at least he tried. Since Jeb's sniffographic Perceptor can't pick up the scent, Ryan realizes that Grimlord must have taken the brain and switched over to the virtual reality world. That means it's time for Ryan to make a switch of his own.
Trooper transform! We are VR!
Instantly, Ryan transforms into a VR trooper. Then he summons his awesome flying fortress.
Skybase command, now!
The gigantic airship zooms into view, loaded with virtual weapons and technology. Boosted by his computer-powered muscle, Ryan flashes skyward and lands in the cockpit. Then the skybase zooms across the reality barrier into the virtual world. Reality check. I'd like to follow Ryan, but I've intercepted an important news bulletin from the Crossworld City News Service.
And throughout the city, there are reports of blackouts. It would seem that power lines are literally being frozen from underground.
Frozen power lines? That can only mean one thing. General Ivar has taken his first step in his plan to conquer Crossworld City. I think I can locate him using my virtual sensors. There he is, marching down into the sewers beneath the city with a horde of skugs.
So far, so good. Once we've frozen this set of power lines, the military's computers will be completely out of commission.
This could be a virtual catastrophe. Luckily, JB and Kaitlin have realized what's going on, and they know what to do.
Trooper transform! We are VR!
Like Ryan, Kaitlin and JB are transformed into the virtual super beings known as VR Troopers. Using her virtual reality scanner, VR Kaitlin penetrates the reality barrier and contacts Ryan.
Ryan, JB and I are going underground to stop whoever's freezing the power supply.
Gotcha. JB, I've just about pinpointed the location of that stolen brain. There! I'm going in.
Oh no, reality check. Grimlord's army has spotted Ryan's skybase. Torpedoes and missiles are rocketing toward the ship. Lasers are pounding its shields.
My systems are shot! I'm losing control! I've got to land fast!
Skybase is going down. I can't find Ryan on my virtual radar. He's vanished. I hope Ryan is all right. In the meantime, VR Kaitlin and JB are searching for the source of the disturbance in Crossworld City. Little do they know that in the sewers beneath their feet, General Ivar has gathered his army, including the icy mutant known as Frostbot.
Bring this city to a standstill!
It will be my pleasure, General.
Frostbot lays his freezing hands on the power lines, which are instantly covered in ice. The power cables are useless. The city is paralyzed. Frostbot's touch is so cold, it also freezes a nearby manhole cover in the street above, right where VR Kaitlin and JB are walking.
Whoa, check it out.
Look at that, it's frozen solid. What do you want to bet General Ivar's behind this?
JB doesn't get a chance to answer. Suddenly, an icy blast like a blizzard throws the troopers off their feet. Snow and ice batter their virtual armor as they struggle to get up. JB, watch out! Frostbot is right behind you. He's about to strike.
Oh, so you want to play rough?
Freezing my circuit!
Oh, no, you don't.
Just as Frostbot's freezing touch is about to put VR Kaitlin on ice, JB lands a virtual kick that momentarily stuns the mutant monster, giving the troopers time to regroup.
Come on, Kaitlin. It's time to come up with another plan.
But Frostbot isn't through with them yet.
Getting cold feet? Now for the icing on the cake!
Using his bitterly cold freeze ray, Frostbot tries to stop the troopers in their tracks.
Oh no! He's freezing our VR circuitry! Gotta get out of here!
I'm sensing a virtual energy surge. I think JB has a plan.
Fighter bike command, now!
Suddenly, JB's VR fighter bike streaks through the sky and dive bombs toward the menacing mutant.
Begin cover fire!
All right. Automatically, the virtual vehicle attacks Frostbot with missiles and laser guns. While Frostbot is distracted, VR, Kaitlin, and JB escape to the professor's laboratory. Wait, my sensors are picking up something in the virtual world. Time to cross the reality barrier. The readings are coming from those virtual mountains. Could it be? Yes, it's VR Ryan. I think he's located the secret laboratory where the brain is hidden. There's a cave guarded by 2 Skugs.
This must be the right place. Skugs wouldn't be guarding any ordinary cave.
Ryan wastes no time.
Hey, Bucketheads! Mind if I crash your party?
Seeing the VR trooper, the 2 Skugs attack. Watch out, Ryan. The mutants are armed with their Skug axes. With one turbo-powered kick, he sends the weapons flying from their hands.
Come on, let's save the world! Come on, let's save the world!
Now it's time for some VR battle action.
Come on, let's save the world! Come on, let's save our world! Come on, let's save the world! Come on! Save the world! Save the world! Come on! Let's save the world! Come on! Let's save the world!
Skugs try a few karate kicks of their own, but VR Ryan is too fast for them. He slams the 2 Skugs together, causing them to vanish in a flash of virtual light.
Okay, now to find that brain. If I had a brain and it wasn't in my head, where would I keep it? I'll just take a look with my VR scanner.
Ryan's powerful scanner sees right through the thick walls of the cave, right into the secret laboratory where the stolen brain is floating in a bubbling liquid, with tubes running in and out. To his surprise, the brain knows he's there.
Well, soldier, what do you want? I've come to take you home, Commander Donaldson.
Disconnecting the brain from Grimlord's evil device, Ryan heads back to the safety of his waiting sky base. Meanwhile, back in the real world, VR, Kaitlin, and JB have gotten a little help from Professor Hart. Their virtual reality suits are glowing and crackling with an energy field.
This electromagnetic antifreeze is a great idea, Professor.
That should insulate your circuits from the cold. I've picked up Ivar and his mutant warriors proceeding across the main bridge.
Okay, we're on it. Let's head them off.
Racing back to Crossworld City, VR, Kaitlin, and JB arrive in time to see General Ivar and his mutant army charging across the bridge. Only the 2 VR troopers stand between General Ivar and the helpless city.
Forward then! Forward to victory!
Give it up, General Ivar!
Watch out, troopers! There's a cold front moving in! Get them!
At Ivar's signal, Frostbot steps forward and once again unleashes his freeze ray.
Just save it, pal! It's not gonna work this time!
Looks like you're defrosted, freezer face!
But Frostbot has another surprise up his sleeve. His freeze ray suddenly reverses, and burning flames shoot from his hands. Now he has a flamethrower.
And you're toast!
Frostbot attacks with a combination of freeze rays and flamethrowers. Wherever the troopers dodge, they are frozen like icicles or burned to a crisp. They need reinforcements.
We better take this fight to virtual reality. Vortex command, now!
JB activates his VR scanner.
You up there, Ryan? We could use some help.
I hear you loud and clear, JB. Hang in there, buddy. I'm on my way.
I've got Ryan on my scanners. The skybase zooms into view with VR Ryan at the controls.
This guy can't decide whether to cook us or freeze us.
My sensors indicate that Ryan is activating one of the airship's weapon systems. It's the skybase freeze ray. Before he can move, Frostbot is frozen in place. Ryan has turned him into a popsicle. Seeing his chance, JB activates his own virtual weapon.
Laser Lance command, now!
I'm solid ice!
No, you crushed ice!
Sliced in two by JB's laser lance, the mutant robot explodes into a million pieces. General Ivar is furious.
Troopers, I can't stand them! I just can't stand them!
Had enough, blunderhead?
Never!
Drawing his sword, General Ivar charges at JB. JB counters, but Ivar's blow knocks him to the ground with stunning force. Just as the general tries to deliver the final blow, JB slips away. Their swords clang together as the general uses his mutant muscle to defeat JB. But using his virtual skills, JB plucks the sword from Ivar's hand, leaving him weaponless. But General Ivar isn't finished yet.
All right, trooper, let's see how well you handle an aerosol.
Before their very eyes, General Ivar suddenly transforms into his rocket mode. Now he's a lethal mutant missile. His arms lock to his sides, his helmet becomes a warhead, and his feet become rocket boosters, blasting him into the air.
After this, we should never started this fight.
As Ivar swerves toward JB, the trooper grabs hold of a mechanical mutant. The general strains to escape, but VR JB spins him around and slams him to the ground. Oh no, an explosion! And JB is caught right in the middle.
Oh no. Jamie, are you alright?
As the smoke clears, only one figure remains standing.
Still in one piece, which is more than I can say for someone else.
My sensors are searching the battlefield for signs of General Ivar, but he's been completely destroyed. All that's left is one tiny little virtual memory cylinder lying on the ground. I'm picking up faint readings from it.
You will never defeat me! Defeat me! Defeat me! Defeat me!
Way to go, guys. That's the end of General Ivar.
Yeah, at least for now.
But has the mutant General Ivar really been destroyed? Only Grimlord knows for sure.
You see, my virtual warriors? That is the price you pay for mutiny. Bring me Ivar's memory cylinder. With reprogramming and rebuilding, the fool may prove useful again. Because I'll need every one of my warriors if I ever hope to defeat those troopers.
Once again, the VR troopers have beaten Grimlord and his virtual army. Ryan has returned the brain of a military genius to its rightful location. Crossworld City is safe again, thanks to the amazing VR troopers.
We are VR!